So what kind of message do you feel it sends the pro wrestling industry that Anthem stepped up and took ownership of Impact's new home?
You know, it was interesting being a part of Impact before the Anthem era because, like, Anthem was our Canadian partner, right? And I would talk to a couple people, you know, a couple times a month from the Toronto office, just, you know, keeping in touch with our partners the way we did with anybody else, right? And then when everything went down, right? Billy Corgan and this battle for who was going to gain control of Impact Wrestling. There was a lawsuit in Nashville, and I went because I wanted to be there. I wanted to see like what was going to happen. It was Billy versus Dixie, and Bob Ryder and I we went to court. We watched the whole deal because like you would hear all these different things, but I wanted to know like these people are on the record, like they have to like find out what the real situation is right now. So and people from Anthem were there. So I met Ed Nordholm in that courthouse in Nashville. Had no idea that what was going to happen. But in any event, to fast forward and then to have them take over, and then I mean they took over. We went to Toronto. We were in this boardroom together. Everybody kind of getting to know each other, and where we are now is just it's been a wild ride and doubts along the way for sure. But you know we're in a great spot now.
What kind of advantages do you feel Impact has now on AXS TV?
Advantages as it relates to
instead of being on your previous networks, and like what has
sure.
AXS done for you guys?
You know we've had good partners over the years. Pop was a good partner to us. Pursuit's been a great partner to us. So it's you know when these things start and you sort of get with everyone and you meet everybody as we do, and you know we have tremendous partners. Pluto's a great partner to us. So, but being here on AXS and have the flagship show air every Tuesday night now is great, and I think we're going to see more programming and different kind of programming, and that's where I get to have fun in regards to sending concept shows to Scott and hey, what if we do this, or what if this looks like this, or what if we get on the road and do this? So it's different, it's unique.
So following up on that, are you going to be changing any production elements?
I think the production elements will get. We have a great production team in Nashville. Great group of guys there that work super hard, that don't get the credit that they deserve. But I think we get more toys now, right? Like we get to play with more toys, which is always fun. So I think that being here and it's funny. Studio shows have become the new like in vogue thing, and Max knows this. I mean, we've been doing studio shows for years, right? Like Bottom Line and Afterburn, all those WWE shows, and now they've kind of come around where everybody wants to do a studio show. We were here yesterday, and I was like, "Wow, this is great!" I'm like, I started doing studio shows when I was 19, so it's just it's cool to see it come back around and to have something like this. You know, in Nashville we didn't have this. You know, so it's great to have these new toys to play with.
It seems that Impact is the wrestling promotion that could. You know, there have been the ups and downs, the dark days, the brighter days, and now Impact again is on an upswing, which we're excited for. And being a part of AXS TV is thrilling as it is. What does it mean to Impact Wrestling and you as an individual to see the fan base still stick with the promotion after all this time?
It's humbling. It's certainly humbling, and you know, I did wrestling backwards. Like I started in WWE, and I didn't really get the growing pains of trying to get there. Like it all kind of came easy. Looking back at it now, and you know, I took for granted walking into a Monday Night Raw and having 17,000 people there, or selling out every pay-per-view. It was one of those deals where it just happened. And now, I mean, every time we sell a ticket to a show, I get an email, and I get excited when I get that. When I see an email from Eventbrite, like, I get excited to see that. And the day we launch, the second we launch, and to see all those emails, like it's amazing. And you know, if I could talk to all of our fans, or when I walk out at the Odeum in Chicago on the 20th, and we're sold out, and all the work that went into that, the sleepless nights, the wondering, are we doing this the right way? Are we doing enough? Are we spending the right money here? To see all that sort of come to fruition is great. And to those that stuck around, thank you. To those that left, like, come back. And you know, like, my wife and I, we watch a lot of TV shows, right? But like when we find out that something got canceled, like we'll stop watching even if there's a 12-week run and they're 2 weeks in, like, because you know it's not going anywhere. So now I think people know that Impact's not going away. We're going to be on AXS every Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern, and you know, get invested in our characters because they're going to be around for a while.
Well, there are 3 shows on AXS TV now. You guys, New Japan, and then WoW. And several of your knockouts have wrestled for WoW and are currently wrestling for WoW. And then, you know, New Japan has its own market, and AAA in and of itself has a working relationship with you. How much crossover can we expect between New Japan and Impact, especially with the working relationship with AAA?
I think it's too early to tell. Clearly, we're all on the same network now. The last time I was here, 2 weeks ago, Scott and I were here, and we went over to WoW and watched their production and sat in the truck and experienced that. I happened to get there when Tessa was wrestling, so I was able to see her work against, I can't remember the girl. But I think there will be. It's just a matter of figuring all that out, right? Like, it was a matter of figuring out where we were going to be, what time we were going to be, what the show looked like, the colors, the scheme, everything else. So I think now it's time to kind of move on to what that next part looks like.
Can we talk a little bit about Chicago and why Impact chose Chicago for its biggest show of the year, and then also what it's been like working with the Chicago area indies for your All Glory show?
I'm excited. The Bound for Glory is going to be amazing. We announced this morning that we're sold out. We're over capacity, quite frankly. So we do need to look at adding seats and moving some sections around and things like that, which is great. It's a good problem to have. So that, to me, is super exciting. The matches are going to be great. We put on better pay-per-views than any company in pro wrestling, and I think we proved that, and then proved it again in 2019, which is great. All Glory is another labor of love, something that I didn't want to do, but was convinced that we should. So 6 wrestling promotions in Chicago: Zello Pro, Warrior Wrestling, OVW, Pro Wrestling, The Wrestling Revolver, Galley Lucha Libre, and Black Label Pro are all going to come together for this one show in Chicago at 115 Bourbon. A band's going to play music. SRG is going to show their board game. Sammy Callahan's going to have a video game tournament, and it's all going to happen in 5 hours. So that'll be fun. It'll be exciting to see everybody. It's like our fan fest, right? A chance for everybody to get together, have a good night, and have fun, and just sort of kick things off in Chicago. Friday's in South Bend, so it's just a big weekend. Notre Dame, thankfully, has a bye week that week, so people can come out and enjoy the show. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting weekend. Bound for Glory will end up being our highest grossing pay-per-view ever in this era, which is great. Most people and highest grossing, so you can't beat that.
Congratulations.